Sup players, it's Team Paradigm here, and today we have a old but familiar face on the channel.
Yeah, sup players, Rasmus here. So today I played the Nordic Open, went X2 in 7 rounds, like almost 120 players. Played the most base deck of all time, the Cool Tunes. Yeah, so let's get into the profile.
Cool, man. Let's see it.
Yeah, so for the engine monsters, I played triple Q, best normal summon of the deck, to like pitch out the Red Nova almost every time. Just get you playing against a bunch of advantage, really good starter. Second best normal summon, the Cool Tune Reco, which is able to search a level 2. So you're both able to search the mix, which is like the worst normal summon starter, which is why I'm only playing 2. But you can also search Clip, which is often way more relevant. The like kind of 5 mana-ish, in the opponent's main phase, it can summon itself, and then you're able to perform a synchro summon. Which is why I'm not playing more than one, because if you like want to use turn 0, you have to draw it with either the Reco or Mix, which kind of sucks. So I decided to only play one to make sure that every hand trap I have is always, or at least as often as possible, impactful, which this isn't. And then the one Red Nova to like tutor out the Reco when synchroed away, which is great, mandatory, at least for now.
Cool.
And then triple overtake, which like almost always gets me the mix, which gets me the Q and play from there. Triple synchro, both to like get your engine going, but if you're already able to play, it dodges imperm mailers, just gets you to play. Best card by far in engine. And one of the field spell, which gets like is here, because sometimes if you already have a synchro, you can search this with the level 4, the Track Maker, to both extend but also play through hand traps, or it's good into boards. I had it in my first round against Magnet Warrior, where I drew it both in game 1 and 2. Helped me play into the boards, which was quite nice. Yeah. And then for the heavy count of non-engine, I played 17 engine cards and 23 non-engine.
Okay.
First off, the Prosp, who was called by for the longest time, but opted to play Prosperity instead. Both, like, it baits an interruption if they have something, and if you're already playing, you can dig your deck through your deck for non-engine or like great extenders. Such a good card, because you don't, even though it's like a synchro deck, you don't use all of your extra deck. So, because it's kind of mid-rangey, so you just like go through a couple synchros a turn. So you always have the room to use this.
Does the deck have a consistency issue?
Not really, but like the one extra chance for engine in case you don't have it is great. Yes. And if you're already playing, you can just dig through your deck for non-engine, which is a bunch of.
Yes.
So perfect. It was great all day. Every time I saw it, it was worth it.
Cool.
So for the hand traps and non-engine, triple Fuba.
Yep.
Almost MVP today.
Why main deck Fuva in this format? Well, I see a lot of people citing it. What's making it good?
So the reason it's good in this deck is both if I play and I get hand trapped a bunch, I just end on the remix, the level 5 that's like contribute itself to tag out into another one essentially. So you can still like make that if you get hand trapped a bunch, tag out and then Fuba in response and play like you get a negate afterwards.
Yeah.
And then have Fuba so your opponent has to play into one negate through Fuba and probably a bunch of hand traps as well.
Okay.
Which is really good.
Cool.
And then for the triple Ash, great. Every time I saw it, did a bunch. Bill, decent, not like the best ever. But like when it was used, it was good. I guess, like, I don't know, I'm not sure what it should be instead. But not like the best hand trap, but it's a level 3, which is great. And like, talking about levels, level 1 tuners is amazing, because if you have a level 3, either Reco or Q, and you can already play, Vela is so insane. Also because you can recycle all your hand traps, or at least all the tuners with the remix. I'll come to that later, but that's great. And then shout out to Jakob Benson for convincing me to play Droll in main, because like this is a mid-range deck, so you kind of want to you set up like a board, but it's not that great. So you want to back it up by a hand trap that does something, and playing into a board and a roll as well is really tough. Which is why I opted to play it in main instead of siding it. It was great almost every time I saw it. Only downside, it's not a tuner, but that never really came up that much.
Okay.
Triple imperm as well. Could have been Mourner, but I just wanted something that I could use somewhat as a board breaker as well into whatever, like a bunch of cards. All the Yummy, Fiendsmith, Magnet Warrior piles, all the shit doing Caesar or the Ecclesia Synchro stuff, as well as like being able to negate a Thalion on my opponent's turn, which was great. No regrets regarding Imperm. And then for the last non-engine, which was more board breaker-esque, triple Droplet and double Fallen the Virtuous.
Okay.
Droplet was one of the best cards all day. Dodging, the flames, targeting, negates, everything that targets was great for that all day.
Yeah.
Double Fallen, didn't see it really much. One time I used it to dodge a Droplet, which was clutch and won me a game, but this would have done the same,
Yeah.
essentially. So I think I was more fond of Droplet today, but Fallen was great as well.
Did you want to play the third?
No, I don't think so. 5 was like the number that mathematically made sense when I did the numbers, and I would never like choose 3 of this over Droplet. Droplet was way more impactful.
Yeah.
So that's it for the main deck. A
Cool.
clean 40, 17 non-engine, no engine, and 23 non-engine, which I think is why I won so many games today.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then for the extra deck, triple Track Maker. This is pretty straightforward. Triple RS, the negate thing. Triple Remix, which is the one you use to like recycle hand traps, because you tributed a special, a tuner from grave, and add 1 back. I almost always use this to summon the Reiko and add back a hand trap, and then use the Reiko to search for clip and use clip effect to synchro into this with our Reiko and clip itself.
Yeah.
Double Loudness War, which is like, didn't make it that often, but when it came up and were relevant to make a level 6, it was great. Also used it to OTK with the field spell ones, because it gains 3300 when your opponent has a tuner on the field or in grave. So great OTK piece as well. Double Salin, which also came up like once that I played too. Just wanted to be safe, and I took out Super Poly like a week ago. So got some room, so I wanted to play 2 of this, which came up, so glad I did.
Cool.
Which is also like kind of interesting when my inboard was almost always these 2. And then I made this with the level 4 and a hand trap, and then you can use this to get the hand trap back, so this is kind of free from the level 4, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like great hand trap recycling, which is super relevant in a deck that like need that to carry a little bit. And then I played these 4 Fallen and Virtuous. Never really got to send this, because the few times I actually drew it, this was enough. I never got to like the end phase to get the second one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. Nothing special.
Cool.
And then for the side, I really wanted a 7th like Imperm Valor-esque card, so I played 1 Mourner, which I really wanted to pair with Nip, which I did a couple of times today, because a couple of my opponents decided to play into the Charmies, because I side Perulia as well.
Yeah.
So I got to do the OG Nip Imperm or Nip Mourner a couple of times, which was great. So no regrets regarding these, at least. Then I played these, which is like the only part of my whole build that I'm like not sure. The idea was to play it against like Draco Tail, which I sided it in, and then I used this to like bake the flame, but didn't really do anything else. Could have been something else, I guess, not sure what. But yeah, that was the idea at least.
Yeah, you always also got to take into account that it's Danish format or Danish
Yeah,
meta,
so there's a
where
lot
you
of
can
random
meet
shit. Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
for
meet a
sure.
lot of random stuff.
Yeah, I also started like today playing 3 Magnet Warriors in a row, won all 3, and played so much random. I also played a Purely guy, which I also won, but yeah, so much random rogue thing, which this is good against. So no, not really regrets, but could maybe have been a bit more efficient spaces. And then for going first, I played call by almost always talents. Not every time, but it came in a lot. Never really did anything. Once I played against White Forest, where it came in clutch to grab the only starter out of their hand. But yeah, came in a lot. And then these three for going first. Almost always took out the Fuvas for these three. They were clutch. They did a lot of work as well. Also, like when I was able to play, then use like prosp afterwards to dig through my deck to get one of these. I did a couple times because you go through quite a bit of engine in the combo. Searches a lot, does a lot. So like using prosp afterwards to dig for one of these is great. Yeah, so not really that many things I would do different, I think. Really like the deck, really proud of the performance. I wasn't really expecting to do that well, but here we are. So all nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So any last comments or shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs to all the guys from Copenhagen. Anton as well, being far away, but helping me deck theory a bit. Last minute, Jakob Benson for coming with the board breaker thing about Droplet being amazing. Alan for doing the profile. All the guys. Even Storm for talking shit. Saying
Christian hasn't got time for you, man. That's why I'm here.
Fuck Christian. And Storm as well for saying this deck is ass, giving me the motivation to play it, do well. Yeah, shout out to all the guys. The guys from Aarhus as well, coming in clutch with a last minute second sailing, which came up. So yeah, shout out to all the guys.
Amazing. Team Paradigm signing out.